What's up guys, Dave Perry, Mandatory Outdoors. Welcome to Two Grunts. First of all, on this week's episode, myself and Fitzy are going to be talking about embracing adversity. So I'm just going to give you a quick spiel, a bit of a little whiteboard session to interpret my battle with depression. So I drew this up. I like to call my fight the Crevass Effect. So people might know it as rock bottom or the black dog. So if you look at yourself down here, this was me. I was climbing up this big mountain, consider myself a bit of a mountaineer at times. Climbed up this big mountain, took a drop, ups and downs in life, as you do, got to a certain point in my life, fell off the mountain down into a deep dark crevasse. So my definition, I suppose, of a crevasse in terms of depression is it's dark, lonely, cold, scary, deadly. The only way is up. It's a struggle, it's exhausting, it's a very lonely place to be, amongst many other things. So in terms of getting out of the crevasse, so just like anything, as I said before, the only way out is back up. So I look at the two tools that I've mainly stuck to my whole life, and that has been fitness and hunting. So in terms of fitness, before going down the crevasse, I was the token pretty boy. I would go to the gym, I would do 3 sets of 10 on the incline dumbbell press just to make my chest look a bit bigger. So that was my definition of training, and training hard. And I was the classic stringer singlet, yoga pants, dick. Yeah. So that was my attempt. Not very challenging, not very beneficial to the headspace. So, and also in terms of hunting, I would always be looking at taking the easy option. For example, if I seen a deer a few k's away, I would hope that there was something closer, and like a lot of hunters do. So I decided once I was in the crevasse, or in a deep, dark thing of depression, I was very lonely, and I tried to do these things as I'd always done them before, and they weren't working. If anything, they were making things worse. So what I decided to do was I got into a lot more mindset training in terms of fitness, first of all. So I would do workouts, instead of just going to the local gym, I would do workouts like Murph, or I would do a 12k pack march with a certain weight. I would get back into military style training that I did with Fitzy in the infantry. And that made my mindset a lot stronger. So I felt like if I did this workout, Murph, I know everyone knows Murph, so the 1 mile run, 100 press ups, 100 pull-ups, 200 press ups, 300 air squats, and then a 1 mile run to finish. That is a arduous workout. It sucks. It is you mentally at war with yourself. So anyone you look at CrossFit athletes, they see Murph come up. They look at pretty much you see any CrossFit workout come up, everyone just, they know what's coming. And that is so healthy for your brain, to put your body through that experience of that sort of arduous, long workout, and because it is endurance. Once you have finished that workout, or a workout similar to it, any sort of CrossFit workout, or any sort of long, arduous kind of high intensity sort of training, you do feel 1,000 times better. Or even stuff like mountain running, or just where there's a mental aspect to it. So there was that side. So, and then in terms of the hunting, so when I was down in this crevasse, I was lonely. Loneliness was one of the best feelings, worst feelings that I had, because I couldn't explain what I was going through to anyone else. I couldn't. People would say, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, try that, try. No one is in my head but me. So I was lonely. So when I went hunting, I went out hunting in the middle of winter, August last year in New Zealand, so on the Central Plateau as well. For everyone who lives in New Zealand, it's freezing. The weather's pretty unpredictable. It is, it's tough. It's not actually a good time to go hunting, but I went anyway. And it was cold, wet, windy, mountains, and I found at the end of it when I came out, it was tough, and I was, it was a big trip. I felt afterwards so good. for essentially depression was slowly, and by this time I was still on medication, I was still going to therapy, but I felt a lot better. I felt tougher, I felt stronger for something. I had this long period of just feeling weak, useless, hopeless, suicidal, to having this glimpse of hope because I'd done this trip, because I'd gone outside of what I'd normally do. And then since then, I now thrive off it. I love being in the rain. I love being out there. I love it when I'm cold. I love it I love the feeling afterwards of knowing that you've put your mind through something that's hard and then come out stronger. So that is exactly what happens with being in depression. You are alone. You do feel hopeless. You do feel like these things, but you can use them. You can embrace them. You can take them. You can hang on to them, and you can be a lot stronger from them. Okay, so embracing adversity is a massive tool, and that you can use as a male to make yourself stronger. And you will find that once you've done these things, these are just my passions, fitness and hunting. You could be a boat builder. You want to build a boat, you build a bigger boat. Build a boat that looks mean. Build a bloody super yacht. Build something. You want to build, you're a chippy. Build a house. Whatever your passion is, just take it that much step further out of your comfort zone. And then once you accomplish it, once you achieve it, you might doubt yourself. You might be worried. You might think, oh, bugger this, or I don't know. But at the end of it, you will feel a lot. I challenge you to do it. So yeah, I hope that helps. That is my spiel. I look forward to this episode of what else me and Fitzy come up with. 2 months is just starting up. This is the first episode, so we're going to get stuck into it, and I look forward to interpreting a few more tools to help you guys get through life as a male. Yeah. Over to you, Fitz Nuts.